Folks, I was able to find some new bearings for the Skully Jones live center. And I've dressed up the center point, cleaned it up a little bit. Got to repack it with some grease. I could really find decent. I think I'm gonna go back with some white lithium. I've got this synthetic Valvoline, but I don't know, it just seems a little heavy. Like I said, I think I got some white lithium. I'm going to try to pack it with that and get these new bearings in there and see how that goes. So let me find my grease. Alright, well, I've got all these parts sprayed down with this white lithium. Some old food grade grease that I had from my days in the chicken plant. Alright, back out and got the old race. See if I can't tap it down. So the next thing to do is put it on the lathe and run some of this grease out of here. This could let a little pressure off the back end from this set screw. It's possibly what this screw is even for. Come on in, Zeke. Come on. You got a smart dog when it can open the door. You alright? Come on, up, come on, up, all the way, come on, up, all the way up, oh, come on, might be food up here, come on, what, come on. My hands are so slippery I can't tell how it feels. Not you. I'm going to put it in the lathe and spin it up and see how she feels. Here we go. Damn. It's actually getting pretty warm. I don't think it's supposed to get warm. Maybe I'm using the wrong type of grease. I thought that grease was kind of thin. I think I'm going to just take that grease out and just go with the regular bearing grease. That was running at 1255 RPMs for just a couple of minutes. It's pretty damn warm to the touch. I've got a couple other live centers and they don't get warm at all. Yep, I don't think that's right. Well, folks, I can found out what my problem was about this center housing heating up. I've preloaded this bearing way too tight. When I drove in the bearing race, you can hardly even turn this this first bearing. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to use I'm gonna have to use the wet paper towel method to back the damn bearing out again. But at least I know how to do it. I may just do it enough to back it up a little bit. But yeah, I think the bearing race is sitting too tight down on there, because I ought to be able to turn the bearing race, and it's just too tight. There's no way it should be that tight. It barely turns, so that can't be right. So I'm going to try to knock this bearing loose, back off of it a little bit, unload it. I don't think it needs to be loaded that much, that tight. It's my own inexperience speaking here, so live and learn. Luckily I'm not making anything for NASA. Here we go. Alright, well, as I mentioned earlier, I've put the new bearings inside of here, but I've inadvertently put the race end down on it too tight, I believe, because the damn bearings are way too stiff. And when I did run a test run, the entire housing got pretty warm pretty quick. So I'm going to have to use the same method to try to pop it back up. So using the wet paper towel method again. Here we go. Oh, definitely had some movement. I got the bearings turning. Actually, I don't think I want to pop them completely out of here. I just want to unload the bearings a little bit. Of course, I'm probably going to have to get them completely out now to get all the water out. But the bearings are now turning nice and free, which is where I need them to be. Nice and free. But I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and unload them. Take them all the way out. Just well start from the ground floor. Gonna do it right. It ain't worth doing. Stanga method. There they are. Hopefully I don't have as much embedded paper towel inside of the bearings as I did before, but either way, that's where I needed to be. Alright, I've got it, now I've got it back filled with axle grease, plain old axle grease, and got the bearing not preloaded as much as it was before. So I'm going to let it run a few minutes here at 1255 RPMs and see if it warms up. Like I say, a while ago it didn't take long before it warmed up, so let's see what we do. Definitely running much cooler than it was before with that white thin lithium grease that I had in it. I think we're going to call it rebuilt. Here we go, moving on to something else. What's next?